Jotunnslayer. Hordes of Hel is the kind of game that steals your evening and blames Odin. The hook is brutally simple. You, a doomed hero, wade through mythic hordes while gods toss you blessings and bad ideas. The question is whether this one rises above the swarm survivor pile or just slaps on runes and calls it a day. Spoiler-free verdict up front. It's legitimately addictive, smart about builds, and sneaky accessible, yet it flirts with repetition and has audio that ranges from hype to me, depending on your ears. Quick facts to anchor the chaos. Developed by Games Farm with Artillery, published by Grindstone. It launched 1.0 on PC and console September 3rd, 2025. After an early access run that began January 21st, 2025, PS5 and Xbox Series X launches hit the same date. Steam lists it at a budget price, while Xbox shows $19.99 in the US. What is it under the hood? A horde arena roguelike with objectives layered onto the standard survive the timer loop. Each run spawns quests, capture points, endure storms, trigger events that you complete before summoning a boss. Beat the boss, bank rewards, buff your roster. That extra structure keeps you from kiting in circles forever and gives runs a spine. It isn't just vibes, there's a finish line every time. The controls are delightful in their low friction design. Auto-aim hums in the background until you touch the right stick and manually twin-stick fire. No menu toggles, no drama, just aim when you want to, let go when you don't. Evolutions are equally chill. Hit level 4 on a skill and it upgrades, no arcane combo charts required. It's its accessibility without condescension, which is why critics who aren't normally roguelike pilled still fell in. Now for the toy box. You start with Berserker and Ceres, more classes unlocked by clearing levels. Gods Odin, Freya, Thor, Loki and friends inject actives and passives into your build, and both heroes and gods have their own progression trees. Importantly, the gold you earn converts to universal skill points, so you can grind on your favorite class and funnel upgrades elsewhere. Add trophy-driven soul stones to unlock new weapons per class, and you've got a satisfying meta ladder that respects your time more than most in the genre, where reviews agree. Build variety is solid, the class god mix creates real expression, and the mission plus boss structure keeps runs purposeful. Where they start bickering, repetition, and audio. One camp praises the soundtrack and clean sound cues. Another calls the soundscape serviceable and eventually repetitive. That's the human ear for you. Half of us want skulls and war drums, half of us tab over to a Nordic metal playlist. Let's talk feel. Early difficulty squeezes you just enough to force decision making. Do you chase XP or play safe and finish quests? By mid-run, the screen is a pagan fireworks show. Odin's chain lightning, Freya's discs, ravens swirling, the ground trying to kill you because Muspelheim holds grudges. The upside, big dopamine. The downside, final minutes can clutter to the point of even am I, especially in tighter arenas. That critique shows up across multiple impressions and yeah, it's valid. Pacing and variety. With 6 classes and roughly 8 gods in the pool, the number of builds is chunky, and the game drip feeds unlocks at a satisfying clip. Objectives rotate enough to keep you honest, but if you marathon sessions, you'll feel patterns, particularly on repeat arenas where the mission tiles rhyme. That's the genre's eternal trade. Predictability brings mastery, mastery brings repetition. This one does better than average by forcing boss summons to truly complete a map. A few nitpicks that matter. Some objective wording can read like a text from Mimir after 2 meads. Clear enough when you know, fuzzy the first time. Skill descriptions could be tighter for newcomers. And while the camera is mostly fine, extreme clutter can make micro-dodging feel like you're piloting a canoe in a hailstorm. Despite that, performance is smooth and polish is high. No big stutters or jank bombs in our testing or the broader critic set. Now the part you came for. Should you buy it? If you love swarm survivors and want a run-based game that adds quest goals and boss gates without turning into homework, it's an easy recommend, especially on PC at the lower price tier. On console, at a slightly higher sticker, the value calculus depends on your tolerance for repetition and how much you vibe with Norse theming. If you bounced off pure timers and want each run to feel directed, this fixes that. If you crave narrative depth, it's thin. Lore is light, theme is heavy, and that's by design. Meta tips to save you pain. Prioritize a mobility layer early so late run clutter doesn't delete you. Mix cone or chain effects with a single target melt to handle elites. Don't sleep on rerolls banishes, prune your pool and force the build you want. And when missions spawn across a fragmented map, finish the closest objective then kite toward a chest. You'll miss fewer drops and still make the timer. Those small habits swing runs, where veteran game lands after cross-checking the big coverage. Accessibility and buildcraft are the stars. Structure over pure survival is the differentiator. Repetition and sonic flavor are the ceiling. Most outlets cluster around the very good zone, roughly 8 to 8.5, because the fundamentals are tight even when the playlist repeats. That tracks. If this kind of no BS deep dive feeds your gamer soul, hitch a ride with Veteran Game and hit subscribe. If you're nodding or already typing a rune-covered rebuttal, drop a like so this take survives the algorithm and we can keep poking at these systems. Final thought to spark the comments. Objective-driven swarm survivors, evolution of the genre, or just a dopamine garnish on the same loop? Which god's kit broke the game for you? And why is it always Odin's lightning?